Imagine this. Inside your mind, it feels as if 10 windows have opened up at once. Through one window comes worry. Through another comes an old heart. Through a third one comes fear about the future. And from somewhere in the middle, one question keeps rising: what do I really want? From the outside, you may look absolutely fine, but inside, everything feels scattered. This is often where many people begin to realize, maybe I need to talk to someone. Today, we will understand what mental health counseling really is, and what it does, what it doesn't do, and why it is not just going to someone and talking about your problems. It is much deeper, much more structured, and often much more helpful than people can imagine. So, what does mental health counseling actually mean? In simple words, it is a professional, supportive process in which a trained counselor or psychologist helps a person understand and manage their thoughts, emotions, behaviors, inner conflicts, stress, decisions, relationship struggles, and life difficulties. This is not just talking, this is understanding. Yes, understanding. This is sorting through what feels tangled. This is seeing what is happening inside your mind more clearly. This is getting help in untangling the knots within you. Counseling does not hand you a ready made life, but it can give you a much clearer way of seeing your own life. Is counseling is just giving advice? No, not at all. Many people think counseling means someone will sit in front of them and say, do this, do not do that, everything will be fine, just take a deep breath. No, real counseling doesn't work like this. A good counselor usually does not run your life for you. They help you understand yourself, recognize your patterns, strengthen your decision making, and hear your own inner voice more clearly. So, the work of counseling is not to hand out quick advice. It's not a quick fix. Its work is to bring light into the dark room inside your mind. So, when might someone consider counseling? You do not need to have a severe mental illness to seek counseling. That is a very common misunderstanding. Counseling may be useful when, one, your mind feels heavy all the time. You may not even know why, but something doesn't feel right. Second, you are dealing with constant anxiety. Your mind doesn't stop. The same thoughts keep circling. Three, decision making has become difficult in all aspects of life: career, marriage, breakup, family, work, identity. Nothing feels clear, and it has become very tough for you to take decisions. Four, your relationships are becoming really, really stressful. Repeated misunderstandings, anger, growing distance, dependency, insecurity, or trust issues. Look for a counselor. Five, your self esteem has significantly dropped. You keep feeling small, inadequate, or constantly compare yourself with others. Six, life has changed suddenly. A breakup, job loss, grief, marriage, becoming a parent, relocation, illness, all of this, these big, big changes can shake a person deeply. You need support. Seven, you are functioning outside, but you're not peaceful inside. This point is very important. Many people remain productive, but they are not emotionally at ease. Please, please go for a counseling. Now, what actually happens in a counseling? This is one of the most common questions. Let us look at it step by step. First, you speak, but you do not only talk about events. Gradually, your emotions, fears, disappointments, needs, confusion, and internal pressure begin to come out. Second, the counselor listens. Yes, that is called active listening. Not casually, but with careful understanding, the counselor listens. They try to notice where you are stuck, where you may be misunderstanding yourself, and where old experiences may still be shaping your present life. Third, your patterns become visible. Maybe you keep choosing people who hurt you again and again. Maybe you are always trying to please everyone and losing yourself in the process. Maybe your fear is quietly controlling your decisions. 4. You begin to find language for your inner experience. What was inexplicable, it becomes it comes out in words. Many people do not know what exactly they are feeling. Is it anger, humiliation, emptiness, loneliness, disappointment? Counseling helps you name these experiences. 5. You learn healthier ways to cope with things like stress management, boundary setting, emotional regulation, communication skills, thought reframing. So, counseling is not only about pain, but also about how to handle pain. Fifth, is counseling for weak people? No, not at all. In fact, the truth is often the opposite. Many people suffer and tell no one. Many hide everything behind a smile. Many keep saying, I will manage it on my own. But looking honestly at your inner struggles is not easy. Going for counseling often means having the courage to say, I do not want to keep avoiding this. I want to understand it. That is not weakness. That is a form of emotional honesty. Is counseling just talking and passing time? No, not at all. There is talking, yes, but inside the conversation, there is direction. It's not casual talking. There is direction, observation, depth, and real work. Okay, think of it this way. If your cupboard becomes messy, just standing in front of it will not fix it, right? You have to take things out, look at them carefully, fold them, and place them where they belong. The mind is often like that too. Counseling is part of that process of putting things back in order. What can counseling help with? Let us make this very practical. Counseling can help you with understand your emotions, manage stress, reduce overthinking, improve relationships, build confidence, gain clarity in decisions, notice the impact of past experiences, create healthy boundaries, understand your own needs, develop realistic goals for your life. At many points in life, speaking with a psychologist or a counselor can be genuinely useful, especially when you find yourself repeating the same struggles without clearly understanding the root of the problem. Now, let us understand what counseling cannot do. This is also equally important to understand. Counseling is not magic. Your whole life will not transform in one session, it takes time. Second, a counselor doesn't make decisions for you. It helps you to think more clearly and understand your position better. You go through the process and you're empowered to take your own decision. A counseling session cannot force change on you. You have to be willing, you have to give consent, and you have to be willing, at least to some degrees, to look within and work on yourself. This is how the process of change starts and continues. Does counseling erase all pain? No. But it can help you hold pain in a way that does not let it take over your whole life. You handle it in a much better way. A counseling is not always a substitute for medication. In some cases, psychiatrists may help. Go to them if necessary. Even your counselor can give you advice. In many cases, counseling alone can be very effective. What is needed depends on professional assessment. Is counseling the same as talking to a friend? No. No, they're not the same. A friend may love you, a friend may comfort you, a friend may stand by you, they might be knowing you way more better than an unknown counselor. But a trained counselor or psychologist brings professional understanding to your inner world. They are trained to listen without any judgment. They are trained to understand emotional processes, behavioral patterns, coping styles, trauma responses, and relationship dynamics. So, yes, friends do matter, but professional help has its own place and role to play. If I go for counseling, will people think I'm crazy? This is a very common question, and this comes out of the social stigma that exists. This fear is very common, and this is where stigma causes harm. If we fall sick physically, we go to a doctor. If our vision becomes weak or blurry, we get glasses. If we have a toothache, we go to a dentist. But when the mind is struggling, people suddenly feel ashamed to go out and seek help. Why? Because mental health is still surrounded by myths and misunderstanding. Many still imagine counseling as something extreme. I would repeat, many still imagine counseling as something extreme. In reality, it is often one of the most mature step of a person. The person can take the step, go forward towards self-understanding and stability. So what may happen in the first session of a counseling? This is another common fear. Usually the first session is not an interrogation, not deep probing. It is more about understanding yourself, why you came, what kind of difficulty you are facing, how long that difficulty is existing, what your life context around that difficulty looks like, what you want to change. For many people, even the first session brings a lot of relief. Sometimes for the first session or first time, someone is listening carefully. That makes a change. He's not interrupting you, he's not judging you, and he's not trying to control the conversation. You can speak your heart out. That alone can matter more than people realize. Can counseling be goal oriented? Absolutely. Some people think counseling is only about emotions, but in reality, it can be very goal focused. For example, anger management, communication improvement, breakup recovery, study stress, work burnout, confidence building, habit change, relationship clarity, emotional balance, all can be managed by setting goals and gradually proceeding towards the goals. So, counseling can work both for I just want to feel better. Counseling can help you. It can help you as well for I want to improve in this specific area of my life. A small but real life picture I will tell you. Suppose someone keeps saying, everyone in my life uses me. An ordinary response to this might be, why don't you become stronger? Just to go be strong. But counselor through a session may look deeper and notice that this person struggles to say no. This person who is thinking that he is getting used by everyone seeks approval through self-sacrifice. He feels guilty about living, about having needs, and may still be carrying old relationship patterns into present relationships. Now, notice the difference. On one side, a one line suggestion, you have to be stronger. On the other hand, a deeper understanding of where the problem actually begins. That is why counseling can become life changing for some people. So, now whom can you go to? Not every professional has the same role. There are counselors, psychologists, clinical psychologists, psychiatrists. These roles can differ depending on training and scope. Some mainly provide talk-based support, some do some assessments, some provide therapy, and some manage medications. I have spoken about it in a different video. Please go and watch. That will enlighten you. So, if you don't know where to begin, speaking first with a qualified psychologist or counselor for clarity can be a very sensible first step. So, the biggest takeaway from this video, mental health counseling doesn't mean my life is ruined. Very often it means something much healthier and wiser. I want to understand my life better. I do not want to keep repeating the same cycle. I do not only want to survive. I want to live with more balance and awareness. This is the real point. Let us bring it together in a few simple lines. What is mental counseling? It is a professional supportive process that helps a person understand and manage their thoughts, emotions, behaviors, relationships, conflicts, and life difficulties. What it is not just advice, not just storytelling, not a magical fix. What counseling can do, it can offer clarity, emotional strength, insight into patterns, better decision making, and healthier coping. Who can go for it? Anyone. Anyone who feels stuck, overwhelmed, confused, emotionally tired, hurt, or simply wants to understand themselves better. If your mind keeps sending you the signal that something doesn't feel right, do not dismiss it. Not every pain is a drama. Not every silence is strength. Not every smile is proof that someone is okay. Sometimes one of the wisest things a person can do is to take their inner life seriously. Mental health counseling is one mature, respectful, and powerful way of doing exactly that. If you like this video, please share it with somebody who might need it. Thank you.